the studio now and I'm gonna make my ironing board thing. My dad came up and got me a Kallax unit from IKEA. It's another 3x4 one, but it's like really good height for me to stand and iron. So I'm gonna set that up now. I've got a piece of wood on the top, so I'll show you how I'm gonna do that, and I don't think I've got quite enough staples, but we'll make do. So yeah, I'm gonna do that so you can watch me do that. Also, the battery's dying. Why does the battery always die? But it is. So I'll change it and then I'll come back and I'll show you the Kallax unit. Okay, can you believe that 2 batteries died? And it's cutting off the top of my head, but so this is my new Kallax unit. It's 3x4 Kallax, and this is the piece of wood that I've got on the top. So I've got some batting. This is just what I've got left, so hopefully this is enough and I don't really have to cut any. So that's rubbish. So this, not quite, so I think I'm gonna have to go into this new bit. Not quite. So what I want really is 2 pieces of batting to go around and be stapled on. So I think this is just about long enough, which means I'm going to have to buy some more batting. So that will do. So we've got 2 for that, and then we need fabric to go on the top, and I've got this ball of Tilda fabric, the Tilda Sunday Brunch Pernil Yellow one. Lovely florals, nice and bright, so I think that'll be good. So, and then where's my staple? Yeah. I've got 2 staples and not quite enough staples for it. And what I'm going to do is turn this over onto this side. And I'm going to get my big scissors and cut the fold. Although I don't suppose it really matters if it's on the fold or not, because it's all going to get stapled round, but that's what I'm doing. Alright, so then put that around. Right. So I'm going to do this long side first. So, oopsie daisy. So, like that. Like that. Okay, and then I'm going to turn it around this way to see how we're getting on. That looks really good. Let me move you. So that looks really good. So then we're going to turn it this way. I know it's just how it was before, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to staple here and then cut it off afterwards. Keep it nice and tight. Okay, so now I'm going to cut it off, and because this is the back of an old piece of wood, I'm just going to do my rotary cutter. This needs a new blade anyway, so don't mind. And I'm going to come around this way. Okay, now I cut that off to the wood, and I'm going to snip it the edge with the scissors. So now I've got this left over. And then I'm going to move you around. Okay, so what I'm going to do for this corner, I kind of want it in like that, but this is far too much batting, so I'm just going to cut that off like this. Fold that up and put a staple there. Didn't go through, hang on. No, that didn't go through. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold it and put it there so it's on the wood, and fold it up and staple across. Like, it's not very deep staples. Right, and then I'm going to do the same on this other side. Okay, so I'm going to reach for the stapler and close my rotary cutter. That was not good. So I'm going to do the same again, like that. Okay, I think I've run out of staples, so I'm going to get some more using the stapler. Okay. Okay, I hope we have enough staples. How do you get it out? No, the staples are in. Why is it not coming out? It's not coming out. Oh, they come out the other end. Oh, right, okay. How do I get them out now? They come out that end. Isn't that weird? They come out that end, not that end. Okay. Shows that I know DIY. Right, okay. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to get them big staples out. Can you see that, how big they are? Look! That's how big they are, bloody hell. And I just whacked 4 of them into my piece of wood. Turn out. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that nice fabric. First I'm going to drink my cup of tea, and then I'm going to get that nice fabric and cut that out and staple that on too. Hopefully we have enough staples. I should think so. Right, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I don't know how well you can see, but I've just took out the first 2. I've got one here and one here, and they're not all the way in, but my dad says that if they're all the way in, you've got to get under it with a screwdriver and then get some pliers and pull them out like that. I left recording this bit because then if it happens to you, then you'll know how to fix it. Okay, so now I'm going to cut out the fabric and we'll staple that round, and hopefully we'll have enough staples. Okay, so I've got this fabric now, and oh, look at this, the selvage is like little dresses. That is so cute. Oh, love it. I've never even opened it. I just took the plastic off a little bit. So I'm gonna fold it out to there. And I know it's double-sided, but I'm gonna cut it there. And any leftover bits, scrappy bits, I'm going to give it to my mum because she works wonders with the scraps, you know. I can't do the scraps. Not like she can anyway. She does like super teeny tiny little scrappy bits. Okay, and then I'm going to put the fabric there. Okay, and then that should be fine. Okay. Snip. fold, and then I'm just going to tear it. Okay. Right, and then what we can do is turn the piece of wood over. Right. Which way is the staples come out? I think it's that way. Put one. Ah! I did it the wrong way again. Stupid staple. I've got these big fat pliers now. Right, so you do it that way, I think, backwards to normal. Yeah, right. It freaks me out, it does, and I don't even think it's in properly. Right, one last go, and then I'm just leaving it. Right, so then, now, I'm going to turn it over, oops, easy, and put my fabric on, and it just about covers it. I should have cut it wider, but that's my fault. Never mind. Right, and it's still recording. I had to check then that it was still recording. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it back over like that. And we're going to do the long side again. I'm just going to check we've got enough. Right, we should have enough, just about enough to do it on this side. They just sit up. Why do they sit up? What about if I do it on this side? Why do the staples hang up? That's not right. Well, that one's better. That's the best for me. Stupid staple. Right. Right, okay. And now I'm going to do this other side. Take that one out. And that one out. So now that I've done the one side, we can sort of pull and stretch it a little bit. Should have added more on, but never mind. I know, I think we've run out of staples. Okay. Right, yeah, we've run out of staples. But that's okay, because at least I've got one side attached. So what I'm going to do now is, that looks alright, that's doable. I'm going to turn it this way though. So it's not finished obviously because we ran out of staples, but this is a good height so I can iron. I can do all my pressing. That'll be fun, won't it? So that's that. That's that for now. Oh, you can't see me, hang on. Okay, so I've done that now for as much as I can for now, and that's okay. And it doesn't, you don't have to iron your fabric because you're going to be ironing it all the time, so that's good. So now I can get my iron and I can start ironing the fabric, and I need to tidy up my desk because it's a mess, and then I can cut the fabric, and then I'm making all the kits for the workshops, so that'll be good. I've already got some started, got some bits already cut, so I just need to organise them, and then I've got all them other fabrics to do. And then, what else now? So I'm just going to tidy up again and make another cup of tea, and then iron everything and cut everything, and it's going to be really good to have a proper surface that I can stand up. I've been trying to stand up more because I'm very sedentary. If you sat down for cutting and sewing and ironing and computering, so I'm trying to stand up more so that I can be more active, and it will be good for me. I walked to work today, which you'll have seen. It's bloody knackering though. So I'm just going to crack on with that, make a brew and whatnot, and she'll see you in a bit.